Hey everybody, Pat here with Magna. It's time for 2017 recertification. Well, it's been time since February. I apologize. I had everything ready to go with a continuing education course that I wanted to put out and have a test on that. And then some things kind of developed, and I felt we needed to go a little different direction with at least this part of the certification this year. And so I want to explain that to you and go over it with you quickly. It came to my attention back in January. I talked to the FDA a little bit. I talked with some physicians and some other people in regulatory areas with regard to licensing and those types of things. And it came to our attention that we have to be very careful. We know that we don't diagnose. We don't want to do that, and we don't want to imply that we are diagnosing. But it's kind of going deeper than that. Now that we've got a couple of hundred people in the certification, on the certification group page, and people asking questions with emails, it becomes more and more important that we make sure we're doing the right things. And some of those things are how we describe what we're doing. We're doing energy supplementation, therapeutic massage, we're doing body work. We're not doing a massage. We're not doing acupuncture, those types of things. We're just basically doing energy supplementation and therapeutic massage is the area that the FDA kind of sees us categorized in. So it's very important to know how we talk about these things. There are some possible question problems. It is possible that you can ask a question in print the wrong way. If you were to say, I've got a client that has this condition and I want to know how to treat this condition, you're basically saying you want to heal this condition, and you're implying that what someone tells you, you will take back and use in a healing manner. What you basically want to do is you want to think about a question from the standpoint, I have a person that suffers from this condition, and I'm curious as to how Magna Wave overall helpful status for the body will be beneficial to this condition. And so you've not said you're going to use anything. You're talking about using something to potentially help the body heal itself. That's the important thing. You don't want to, in print, say that you are treating a condition or want to know how to treat a condition. So you need to think about how you ask questions on the certified page, how you answer questions when you're talking to people after they present them to you. It's also very important that we do a client assessment, and the assessment is available on the Facebook page, or not the Facebook page, excuse me. I ought to put it on the Facebook page, but it is certainly available in the training portal under forms, and you can go there and download the assessment. You can download the release papers. It's very important that we do these things properly today so no one can say, well, you're not asking people the right kind of questions about what they may have. I mean, you may be talking to somebody, they don't say anything, and then all of a sudden you ask them to fill out this assessment, and they do tell you that they've got an active blood clot in their right leg. Well, then you need to know if it's active and no doctor's worried about it, doctors worry about it, best you not treat that area or treat that particular person at that time. So the assessment will tell you if there are obvious things that you need to potentially say. You need to make sure you've cleared this with your doctor, or that you're fine with what we're going to experiment with today. So assessments are very important. Third-party studies are available. People have asked questions about, did you all do, or do you have any studies that are available? We do have studies that are available that were completed and facilitated with our equipment. Most other companies today in our realm of high voltage, low frequency EMF therapy haven't done studies on their own. They're borrowing studies that were done years ago with different types of equipment, different strength levels, and because you're looking to see in those cases if PEMF is beneficial to the health of particular situations. And certainly if studies have been done to address something, you can discuss those studies. But again, you want to make sure that you're not, as a practitioner, performing any healing practices towards the result of those types of studies at this time. But we do have third-party studies, and we have 3 studies: University of Miami, Henry Ford Hospital in Detroit, and the Veterans Administration in Los Angeles, doing arthritis, venous healing, and bed sores are areas that we're doing studies in with our equipment, and they're beginning now. So that is available, and that's something that most other PEMF companies do not have available to them at this point. Another question that comes up a lot, have we been banned by the FEI? The answer is no. We've never been banned by the FEI. The FEI has questioned on occasion the strength of the equipment, how it works, what it actually does. We've answered all of those questions. At one point they said, oh, we're probably going to lump you in with, or we're going to lump you in with shockwave, and therefore you won't be allowed to be used in the FEI tent areas or competition areas. And that ruling never came down. They never changed the ruling to put us with shockwave. They never put a ruling down that's saying PEMF, high voltage, low frequency PEMF can't be used, or our devices can't be used. So that is not the case. The thing to know and to remember is that it is up to the veterinarian in charge of the event to decide who can come in and who can't come in, what therapies will be allowed and what therapies won't be allowed. Some of them like various therapies, some of them don't care for various therapies, and so you might have find yourself in that situation. But there has been no banning by the FEI. Another area that's important that we need to make sure that we're talking about properly is Gauss. There's a whole level of conversation when it comes to Gauss or Tesla delivery. Our devices are rated at 1.9 Tesla or 19,000 Gauss as far as output is concerned. That's a comfortable number to the FDA that they've kind of allowed to be understood for these types of devices. People are throwing around terms of 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 Gauss. Yes, Gauss is impacted by what attachment you're using, and does our paddle allow you to gain a little better Gauss output than perhaps the large loop? Yes, it does. But the average output of the Max or Maya devices is 1.9 Tesla or 19,000 Gauss. So when you talk about the Semi, we're talking about 1 Tesla or 10,000 Gauss, also impacted by the attachments. So a particular attachment could boost that number, but it's said to boost that number, so you need to understand that. But again, on the Semi, the average Gauss output is 1 Tesla or 10,000 Gauss. Another thing that you want to remember, I want to get through this quickly, is that we don't treat conditions. If someone has a particular condition, you're not treating a condition. You may be treating the body to give it better oxygenation of the blood, or at least give it perhaps the better ability to oxygenate its blood and have better blood flow, which can be very beneficial to many different things that are going on with the body, and that's what we want to do. But you do not want to imply in any shape or form that you are treating a specific condition, because you may not have the authority or the licensure or whatever to do that. So always keep that in mind when you're writing, when you're speaking, and when you're talking to folks about particular conditions or indications. So then there are some other things that you want to check, and you want to make sure when you're speaking you're saying this could help that situation, this could help inflammation, this could help relieve your pain. And we all know from testimonials on what goes on that if we put this device on the body and get good oxygenation and blood flow, we can help relieve inflammation and relieve pain. But we don't know that it's going to happen, and we can't say for sure that we will do that when it comes to these things. So it's good to use the terms like, in theory it will do this, it's said to improve that, it's a possibility of inflammation reduction, which will help you relieve some pain. Those are the phrases that you want to make sure you use. You want to make sure that those phrases are used properly on your Facebook page, on your emails, on your website. So check those out and make sure that you're not saying when you have your descriptions that you can change this, you can heal that. That's correct situation, and you don't want to get yourself in a compromising situation. So those are some of the things that are covered on the quiz that's included with this email. So I want you to go through that. That'll help you think through the process a little bit yourself, and when you ask the questions and come into the Facebook area or emails to me or phone calls to people, that you'll do it in the best proper manner to not have us get in any kind of questionable situations with regulatory boards or the FDA. We want those folks to say, well, they're saying the right things, they're doing the right stuff, we understand what they're doing. And that's what's very important. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, give me a shout. Take the test and take the quiz and send it in, and we'll get you your certification materials and get down the road. So thanks again. We're very happy that you're in the Magna family, and look forward to visiting soon. Have a great day. Bye.